Oh, hey. Oh, by the way, we realized that you students like to, compile and consolidate all your GP notes from these platforms like Carousel, for example. Because of the sheer amount of notes, you guys panic when it comes to exams, and to make matters worse, the different structures of all these notes will make you even more confused.
Okay, so instead of memorizing, what you could try to do is to focus on critical skills like identifying the tensions, establishing convincing reasons, evaluating evidence, and eventually writing clear arguments. We thought really hard about how to create something that did just that for you, and we came up with the Super Crash Course. This crash course will focus on the key answering techniques and will give you the secret weapons that you need to do all that for both prelims and A's. You'll also get model essays, skills notes, and definitely time to practice these secret weapons. By doing this, you cut down on studying time because you'll be working within structured critical thinking frameworks.
One counterproductive study method is to increase the number of practices you do, assuming that the more pain you put yourself through, the more time you spend, the more pitiful you look to other people looking on, that's going to translate to better results. However, without a concrete study plan, that's not going to work.
Prepping for GP isn't just about endless practices and memorizing. You need a plan, a strategy. So this is what the Super Crash Course will give you. Learn how to answer the right questions. Don't randomly practice questions and spot topics. And don't ignore the TYS just because your schools don't talk about it. Or worse, tell you that since these questions have already been tested, they won't be repeated. Practice answering the right kinds of questions with our polarities frameworks and taking into consideration the complexities in all the different questions. Also, get feedback from your tutors. Otherwise, you end up making the same mistakes. And worse, you end up forming muscle memory for these mistakes. Indigo sees all this as super important, and for all enrolled students, we want to make sure you get to practice what you've done in the workshop. So make sure you use the a la carte essay service and submit work to us for feedback. Don't forget, we also provide consults for all of you to answer any of the questions that you actually have.
In this last lab, many students tend to focus on the H2 content subjects and ignore their H1 GP. However, is this wise to do so?
Recently, Indigo's 2022 graduating students have received their university course acceptance and scholarships. We are glad to announce that many of our alumni have not only received admission to the desired top-tier courses such as law, medicine, dentistry, architecture, computer science, but were also awarded various scholarships. Many of them shared that one of the differentiating factors that allowed them to gain entry into top courses was their GP grades. This is not something to be taken lightly. I understand that you are time-starved, feel that you have enough content knowledge across wide range of topics for GP and need time to revise for other H2 subjects. With this in mind, the Indigo GP department has designed a super crash course focusing on the application of skill sets for essay, AQ, SAQ, and summary. Review of exam grade questions right up to the A-level examination. Do consider this seriously and allow us to pace you, cheer you all the way up to the final lap. Go further together.